It's 6:57 in the morning, but we've been awake since 4:30. So let's do this, guys. All right, so we're gonna go downstairs. Amanda's getting Miles all sun and screen ready for the day. We're gonna go downstairs, have this breakfast. This hotel's a nice little complimentary breakfast. We're gonna come up here, pack the rest of our bags real quickly, and then we're gonna take them down to the hotel and store them at the hotel, go to Pearl Harbor, come back, and then head off to Japan. That is the plan today. Let's do this. We're starting off with a little breakfast, a little brekkie break. We got there, babe.
Oh, just some scrambled eggs and fruit. Excited for the fruit, though.
A little bit of fruit.
Fresh Hawaii
Miles
fruit.
has got a little bowl of cereal and some, what is that? Scrambled eggs and sausage.
Yep.
I have rice and a little bit of yogurt.
People watching this video is like, riveting. Wow. The hotel breakfast.
All right, we got done eating breakfast, and now we're gonna go to Pearl Harbor. But we have to leave our suitcases here at the hotel. And these are our new suitcases we've got. And I love this. Check this out. They have this little locking thing where you can lock it so your suitcases are locked up. How cool is that? Sweet. Okay, we caught our Uber. We're going, and Miles and I woke up at 4 in the morning. We're both like, bink. We're wide awake.
Wide awake.
And mommy over here, she's like, go back to sleep. So Miles and I laid down so quietly, we didn't make a sound for 6 or 7 minutes.
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
And then we're like, we gotta get up.
They couldn't take it anymore.
We couldn't take it anymore.
They were wiggle worms.
We were like, let's get up, let's go.
Let's
Seize
go
the day. So we had our breakfast, and now we're off to Pearl Harbor. I'm excited. At this, this is interesting. Cameraman Greg, who has been on this channel a lot, his grandfather was here at Pearl Harbor when it happened, and was one of the survivors, actually.
And it's only about 10 minutes away from the airport. So since we had a little bit of time, this was a really good thing to choose to do.
Yeah. So we just got here. This is Pearl Harbor right behind us, and we were explaining to Miles. It's hard to talk about, we're explaining to Miles, right? Say, we said, we live in America, and said a long time ago, there's a World War, and Japan came over, and they bombed us. And he's like, but we're going to Japan. I said, yes, but we love Japan. I said, Japan and the United States now are very good friends, and we get along great with them. I said, it was a long time ago. And he was like, well, why did that happen? And I was just, it's hard, how do you tell a 6-year-old about all the things that happened? But I said, what we're doing here, Miles, is we are coming here to pay our respects to the sailors who lives perished here, and we're going to be respectful of that. And here we are, the Pearl Harbor National Memorial of the USS Arizona, USS Oklahoma, and the USS Utah. Flags, a perfect day. All right, we're waiting in line we don't have a reservation. We're waiting in line to go visit the USS Arizona. So normally when you come here, you should probably, if you think about coming here, you can make reservations. It's free. But we didn't realize that. We didn't make a reservation, so we've been waiting in the standby line. And it's not too bad. It takes a little bit of time, but we're gonna get in and see a presentation. So let's do that. We're on a boat going out to the USS Arizona. See the outline of the boat in the water there. This is a list of the men that lost their lives. Over 900 bodies are entombed in the USS Arizona below. Mostly Navy, but there are a few Marines. These are survivors of Pearl Harbor, but after they passed away, their body was interred with their shipmates here in Arizona. 1,177 sailors and Marines' lives passed away on the morning of December 7th. 900 of them are right below the USS Arizona. After all these years, the boat is still leaking oil. You can see it on the water. It still has oil, slow leaks coming out. This is the side of the ship. And then if you go all the way down there, that white buoy, that's the front of the boat, the bow. We're just about to leave and it's starting to rain really hard. When they get here, they tell you not to film when you walk in, but you film on your way out. There's the memorial. Beautiful Hawaii. There's another boat taking people out to see USS Arizona. And this is where we're at. This is the boat comes in there, drops you off. You get to walk down, kind of do a loop, and you get to go back. This is the gun turret number 3. That buoy represents the back of the boat, and it goes all the way down this way. On the front of the boat. You get to cross over it.
And then this is where we just were. Right,
like I said, there's over 900 sailors that are, their bodies are still in this. So it's basically like a mass grave. So that's where we're at, right over there. And this is a history lesson. This is the beginning. This is what brought us into World War II. That night, December 7th, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the president, was like, okay, we're going to war, and this is what happened.
You can feel how sacred this is and how sad and how devastating it is. And especially being over there, I was super just overcome with emotion and the feelings and the heaviness and the sadness and the trauma. And it was very emotional. I was crying like a little baby, but the memorial is beautiful. They've done a really great job here, and just the history of everything. It's just, it's a lot, and it's just devastating.
It does. It feels
so sad. Oh, so sad.
Here's a little map. That's where we took a little boat out here. That's the Arizona that sunk. Anything that's a dark red, those boats sunk. The West Virginia, the Oklahoma. This is the boat that Cameron Gregg's grandpa was on, and he was one of 52 sailors who made it out alive. In California, these were all bombed and attacked. This is the Utah. That one sunk also. Every boat that was sunk, they did this huge, massive effort, and they raised it back up out of the water. They all returned to fleet, except for the Utah, the Arizona, and the Oklahoma were the only ones they couldn't salvage. But every other boat that was sunk, they did this huge effort. It's never been done before. They raised the battleships, and then they repaired them and put them back into war. Well, they have a submarine museum, and we just did that. We're gonna walk through there. It's a little extra to come here, but we thought it'd be cool. We're gonna walk into the Bowfin submarine and kind of walk around so that Miles can see it. So we're gonna go into this submarine. This is the USS Bowfin. All right, so here we are. We're going up onto the Bowfin. That's Arizona over there, and gotta be a little careful, little guy, because you could slip and fall off the sides. So we're going in it. This is Miles. I think got just a titch nervous. Let's go check it out. We are inside a submarine.
Oh, this is so cool.
That's where they get out, Dad.
That's the hatch.
Oh, and they have
Look at this, Miles. This is where they shoot the torpedoes.
Tiny little stool you can sit on.
Look at little TJ. Can you imagine sitting
I would
there?
not fit on that.
And that's where they put the torpedoes, the bombs that shoot out,
So the
Miles.
torpedoes go in those little cylinders.
Yeah.
This-
Wow.
Look at this.
Look above this torpedo. That's a bed. That's a bed, and there's another bed here.
Oh, this pulls out, it looks like. This cot.
All the space is so limited. They have that looks like that pulls out, little cot. And that one seems to come down there. Wow. That little seat, can you imagine sitting there? So here's like the little shower area. There's a little mirror where you can take a look at yourself. And then over here, look at this teeny tiny shower head. Little tiny shower, and there's a bathroom right there.
Hey!
Luxurious.
Look at all those pipes behind you.
Hey!
It's crazy.
Camera.
Okay, what do you want to show, Smiles?
Look.
Whoa.
I don't know, just walking through. Look at this hatchway to get through. It sills. It's teeny tiny. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, guys. It's kind of cramped down here. Look at this. Wow. This is the kitchen area. This is tiny. Okay, we're over here. And then this is the area where they're sleeping. Look at those 3 beds. 1, 2, 3. You're sleeping there. You don't even have any room. You couldn't even roll over. This looks like this is the dining room where we come in here and eat. Look at, just sit down and eat at the table.
This is the captain's room.
Here's another bedroom. This one's got 2 bunks and a little sink. And then we're gonna go here. This is the captain's quarters. So you can see that he has his own room to himself, only 1 bed. Then this is 3 beds. Which one would you want to sleep on? The bottom, the middle, or the top? I think the middle. Bottom would be hard to get in and out of, I think. What was that?
I feel like I would usually say top, but the top ones are like curved around, and so your face would get squished. Like the top ones are squishier, I feel like. Because this evening.
Look at it. And this home's 5 sailors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the little communications room. And here's another sea hatch that you have to crawl through. And this is, you guys, it is. Wow. It's tight.
This is the control room.
This is like the control room where they, look at all these levers.
Whoa. Let's go to the next room.
This is just, look at this, this is down to the next level.
Yeah.
Wow. Big thing right there to tell you how deep you are. Look at this, this is the steering wheels, giant steering wheels. Oh. Look at these, these you have to screw them in and whatever. It's almost like steampunk. Look at this. Wow. You can see here, this sailor is in short shorts. They said that their uniforms are often shorts and sandals because it gets so hot here in the submarine. Look at this, more communication room. This is high voltage. This is the radio room right over here we're looking at. And then we got another bulkhead we have to go through. This is a bigger kitchen right here. This was presented to him on his 30th birthday, selling out of Japan in 1945. Here's another little eating area. This is more the galley for the crew to eat at. And it shows that this is how they would load everything in. They just pass items down through the hatches. That's how they load everything up when they go out on a voyage. Can you imagine? This is it. They had card games. And this is all the, look at all the beds here. The guys, they had their pinups of girls and stuff. And this is where these beds could fold down, but they had to fold them up, but they could walk through. Wow. Could you imagine? You could not be claustrophobic in here because like these beds all come down and they're all sleeping. Wow. This is like the head, and your feet are right by that guy's head. Wow. This is the second bathroom. And the third one. And over here, you have like a little shower area. I mean, not shower, little like sinks and stuff. Let's go through this hall. Okay, we're just going through. This is just, wow, look at all these knobs. I mean, you have to learn how to run everything, operate all these different knobs, turning everything. Wow. Now this is kind of like this is the engine room. Just go right through here. Oh, there's another bathroom back here for people who are in the back of the boat or in front of the boat. I don't even know where we're at. I think that's back. Look at these massive controls, these big levers that pull. There's some more torpedoes and these giant torpedoes, man. They sleep right on these bunks above them. And we're gonna walk right out. Ooh. Now we're on top of the submarine.
What do you see?
I see, oh, the moor is right out there by the Arizona.
Yeah?
Come on.
Hey, what?
We're bad guys, okay? And we're gonna try to blast them.
Uh-oh.
And these stairs lead up to the top. So here's the information about the sub like this. During the wartime, it'd go out to sea for 45 to 60 days. And the crew, there's 10 officers and 70 was it enlisted men, so 80 crew total on this for 45 to 60 days. And in order to go on the submarine, submarines, you have to volunteer. There's always been a volunteer. People volunteer. It's something they want to do. And you can't be claustrophobic. You gotta have the right mindset, because once you're out there, there's nowhere to go. And but yeah, a lot of the men wanted to do it. They did it for the glory, they said. So check out this souvenir. Like, they took our picture, a guy here, and these are actually the headlines that the paper had on that day, and they put your picture in it. So it's something we're gonna get, and then it tells more about the submarine in the back. Amanda loves it. I have to show this. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It's called like a Kaizen or whatever. It's a man-operated torpedo that Japan built at the end of the war, thinking that it maybe would help them turn the tides of war. And a pilot would get inside this torpedo, and they would seal them inside. Once you're inside, they could not get out, and they were instructed to go ram it into warships and sink them. And it was a suicide mission. It's called a Kaiten. That's what the guy was right there. So we got that little thing, and they gave us a free certificate to get a pearl. So Miles is going to choose an oyster and get a pearl. All right.
Pull a shell. Let's see what you get, bud.
Choose any shell, any one you want.
Yeah. They say to pick one with a lot of rings.
A lot of rings.
Like a tree trunk type of thing.
That one's got a lot of rings over there.
As you can choose
Any one you want.
whatever feels right.
Okay.
And then tap it 3 times, then say aloha. 1, 2, 3.
Aloha.
All right.
Aloha!
Yay.
Yay!
Okay, let me open it up. Let's see what we
Okay.
get.
He's got, look, Miles, he's opening up.
Yeah, it takes these oysters 2 to 3 years to form the pearl. So the pearl is made of several of these layers. Let's see, right here.
Oh my
Don't touch
goodness!
it, bud. It's really dirty. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it
Let's
yet.
just let mom then get a picture real quick, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean it up. And then let's let mom and dad hold it first, okay? Yeah. Dude, good job. It's really pretty.
That's a great pearl, Miles.
Beautiful. That is really nice. You did great. You picked a beautiful pearl.
He just drilled a little hole right there in the pearl.
Yeah.
Right there.
Do you want me to show a piece of jewelry for like you or him maybe?
Oh, I'm good.
Let's see that pearl. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's right there. I can't believe it. That was a really very pretty pearl. Way to go. All right, we are now going to leave the Pearl Harbor Memorial. And Amanda says that she found a restaurant that's a walking distance, about a 10-minute walk from here. We're gonna walk and go get some food, and then from there, we're gonna go back and get our bags, and from there, we're gonna go get to. Then it's go time. Then it's off to the airport to catch our flight to Japan. So let's do this.
Let's do this. This is a very enjoyable, humbling, touching, educational, emotional experience.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Really, really good morning.
All right, we're following Amanda. You might be asking yourself, why are we walking to this restaurant? Because she wants a lava flow. That's a drink here in Hawaii. And she's like, I gotta get it. So we're on our way to go to this restaurant to get one. Lava flow. All right, so this is the whole reason we came here. Amanda wanted a lava flow. That's it. And we also got our brain freeze. These are the non-alcoholic versions.
They're both kid friendly.
Both kid friendly.
So good.
But whatever you like. Amanda, getting it.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. It's so good.
I ordered the poke bowl nachos. Amanda got a green salad and what is that?
Spinach artichoke dip.
Spinach artichoke dip.
Everything's delicious.
Oh,
Yes.
looks good. All right. I like it. I love this. And Miles says, you didn't say what I got. And Miles got the mac and cheese. Oh, yeah.
It's good.
It was good. Well, guys, we just got done eating. And while we were eating, it was raining so hard. You can see it was still a little wet there. And then we came out and sunshine. Sunshine. Somebody is super tired.
I'm so sleepy. I could just fall asleep right now.
Okay, then fall asleep right now.
We're on our way to the airport, guys. We got to go in and we're flying on Japan Airlines. This is actually my first time ever flying on Japan Airlines.
But we've already lost something. We lost something on our last flight, so we're actually going to see if we can find it.
We lost my iPad.
So.
You lost the iPad?
Yes.
So
we're going back to we left it on the flight and they cleared it off and we're hopefully gonna be able to pick it up. So we don't have like an iPad. What happened was my mom has an old iPad. And so she's like, hey, why don't you take this? And so we put some like little games for Miles on the iPad. And like this like it's got ABC mouse and we are now our driver's telling we lost their iPad too. Anyways, Miles and I were sitting by each other and I put it in the back seat of the pocket. And last night I forgot all about it. So now we're gonna go back and see if we can get this iPad.
No way.
If we lose it though, it's not too big a deal because it was just an old kind of like whatever. But hopefully we get it. Crisis averted. We found the old iPad. Only thing we had on there a couple of games. Everything was wiped off of it anyway, so I wasn't too worried. It's a little older. It's got a crack on it, but this will make Miles so much happier. Okay. But I am going to tell you the problem with this iPad. So Amanda wanted some games for Miles. She wanted educational games. So I downloaded these. It's called the ABC Mouse and an adventure something, and I got them all downloaded. But then when I went to get them on the plane, you have to have an internet connection, so it didn't work. But I had downloaded, without Amanda knowing, a Hot Wheels game, which doesn't require internet connection. So Miles played a little bit of Hot Wheels on it. Mostly he slept. So, whew. Okay, all right. Woo. Hey, before we get on the plane, I just want to take a quick little moment to talk to you. And I am talking to you. You are so important. Did you know that? You make the world a better place. And I know that sometimes you might think you might get a little depressed or have sadness, or maybe you're like wondering like how things are working at your job, or maybe your relationship is really struggling, or possibly maybe you're even a student who's trying really hard to do good in school, but you're just getting bad grades. That doesn't mean you're dumb. Did you know that? That just means that maybe that's a bad test for you. But you are amazing, and you are smart, and you are awesome. And you make the world a better place. And don't forget that. If you ever get confused by that, come back here at Provost Park Pass and know that you have a friend here at Provost Park Pass. Miles and I, we are about to go get on a plane and we're gonna fly over to Japan. It's an 8-hour flight, and then we're gonna get on a little shuttle, and then we're gonna go check in our hotel, and the next day we're going to Disneyland, Tokyo Disney. So that'll be our next video, all about the whole flights, all that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I thought it was a lot of fun, very interesting. Pearl Harbor, wow, it was like emotional. You can feel the emotion when you get there. You guys are best. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll talk to you later, bye-bye. We went to Pearl Harbor, ba 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 da da da. It was super fun, ba 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 da da da. Now we're gonna get on a plane to Japan. Hey. that's what we're gonna do. See you in Japan.